Brent Walters out of the red corner, Alvin Amana out of the blue corner. The referee for this event, Sean Spath. This will be a three-minute fight if it makes it that far. Walters out of the Evolve Academy, Amana out of Bowie MMA as they meet in the middle of the ring.
I believe I called Walter Walker, which I apologize for. I went to high school with a Brent Walker. I think I was seeing things. Right away, they're both standing orthodox. Walker kind of charging in, eating 2 left hooks. Got to be careful about that.
Yeah.
Boy, look at how light on his feet Amana is.
This is the co-main event tonight. #1 contender, Brent Walter.
Walter is having a lot of trouble closing that distance. He's getting hit with hooks as Amana turns the corner on just like that.
Absolutely, much quicker. Alvin Amana out of the blue corner.
A lot of guys think you got to stop takedowns by, like, re-wrestling them.
Yeah.
How about stopping takedowns by just not being any place where the takedown's going to happen?
Yeah.
Look at that left hook. What a phenomenal left hook there from Amana. Both landing on the perfect timing and then following it up by moving out of the way. Now, he kicked the guy who's trying to wrestle him. Not the best idea necessarily. Let's see what kind of scrambling he has.
Alvin Amana on top in the blue.
He's going to get Kimura here if he's not careful.
Alvin Amana in the blue gloves. Brent Walters, he's on top. He's a little scrappy guy.
Yeah, he's very, you can tell this is where his skills lie.
Yeah. He gets that hook in there. Alvin Amana doesn't have anything to do with this, and this is going to be another one of those shockers that is not supposed to happen.
Boy, Alvin Amana better start hand fighting too, getting real
Look
relaxed
at that, he's
there.
just slowly but surely getting it in there.
He's really not, there you go, finally got a hand on the hand of Walter. They see him breathing through his nose, he's calm, but you just can't stay here. It's not, you gotta move.
Alvin Amana on the bottom in the blue gloves. Brent Walker in the red gloves on the back of Amana.
Flattened out, gets back to his base. Great control from Walter here. He's got both hooks in so he can kind of, slightly lean forward or lean back depending on how he needs to without giving off one direction or the other. Now he's a little high there for a second. It looks like he recaptured it.
Amana does not want to be here. Let's see if Amana can get up.
He had a second there where the right hook of Walter came out, but he just couldn't quite move quick enough.
Alvin Amana was in such control of this fight. He does not want to be on the ground. If I was Amana, I'd be trying to get right back up on my feet and let's start striking.
Yeah, but you got to be careful, right? Because if you put 2 hands on the mat, you're essentially just wide open.
Right.
So it's hard to stand with one hand.
Just absolutely just that poison pill. Brent Walters just does not want to let go and get off the back, and it's like an irritating gnat.
It's also hard to get something going in a 3-minute round. So a guy like Amana might say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to just exert myself here. I was winning on the feet. I'm going to wait this out. And when we get back to the feet, when the round starts in the second round, I'm going to go back to doing my thing.
Back to striking. There's about 3 seconds left in round #1. Just like you said, Amana just under control, trying to stay smooth, rights and left, and there it is. Into round #1 here, this co-main event. And I'm going to tell you, those strikes and those left hooks that caught Brent Walker, I thought stunned him enough that he wasn't going to be in position, and he's got some blood coming from his left nostril as his corner sits down with him.
He was getting chewed up a little bit from those hooks, but stayed with it. He just needs to find a better entry for those takedowns rather than just kind of rushing in.
Absolutely. Amana looks very calm, but another one where the corner leaves the mouthpiece in. How does that just irritate you?
I don't understand it. I've seen corners show up without end swell too. It's just, what are you doing?
Here it is. Oh, look at that. Boom. Caught him with the right. Ooh, good kick. Boom.
And
another one.
Cut in the corner.
Just Amana look under control there.
But he threw the kick, and then he just sort of gets picked up and single leg dropped. Amana tries to scramble over. You see her rotating to his right hip, but not enough.
Right then, that's when Brent Walker took over the fight. Tough one for me to call. I don't know.
Oh, Walter for sure. I mean, spending 2 minutes in back control is all you need.
Okay. Here we go. Start of round #2. Sean Spath, referee for this co-main event. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Here we go. Both fighters meet right out in the middle on the Domino's logo. No touching of the gloves there as they come out.
Wow, he's going right back to the kicks. I'm a little surprised.
I expected to see Walker come right on out. Oh, he got a low kick. That's terrible. And this is where Walter doesn't feel like that he kicked him hard enough to even mess him up. And we've seen this before tonight where both fighters, or one of the fighters gets kicked in the groin. And let's see what happens, because now he's going to get 5 minutes. If he wants the full 5 minutes, he can tell the referee that's what he wants. Oh, come on. Is that the one?
It looked like it hit and then slid up.
Is that the one? I don't know. Amana doesn't look like the guy that would fake something to get out of the fight, but that I don't know. That just doesn't look like it had enough juice on it. Next one will hurt him, though, in the points department.
Looks like he's ready to go for the most part.
Yeah. Let's see if Sean's ready to go. All right, here we go. Sean Spath calls him right back out of the middle, and here we go. In the red gloves, Brent Walter fighting on Evolve Academy. Alvin Amana from Bowie MMA in the blue gloves.
Good job by Amana getting back off the fence there, circling back to the center of the cage. Smart.
Oh, good straight left.
Boy, look at the vision.
Right left, yeah.
The vision of Amana. He's watching these punches coming in, just punching around them. Fantastic. Really a natural striker is what I would say.
A little blood coming from the left nostril of Brent Walter. Both guys look pretty nimble there on their feet, though. They still look like they're not too tired.
Two different kinds of athletes, but equally athletic in their own regard.
I like the little combination from Walter there. The catch of the leg and then a quick left. Oh, walked right into those.
I just love the discipline by Amana of getting away from that cage. That's what cost him that first round, but we'll see how it goes. Still plenty of time left in this round, but so far for him, so good.
Now we're starting to see a little bit of that eye swell on the right side. So the face of Walter is definitely showing some damage.
And Amana is just timing him. He's got to get off here. He's got to move.
And he just wanted in there. He just
chasing down a double by Walter.
Walter just wanted in there.
Okay, but that was the problem here. He stopped the takedown and didn't re-scramble to get away. Now Walter has double underhooks. Or he had double underhooks against the fence. You can hear his corner screaming, get out of there to Alvin Amana. It's not where you're going to win.
Great knee from Alvin Amana, though. That knee just really stung him. And it looks worse on Walter, but I don't know if it is. I mean, he just took a couple of rights and lefts to the face, and he's got a little blood. Not a lot. It's not doing anything crazy to where it would be stopped. But you can see the swelling on the right eye of Walter and the blood coming out of the nose of the left nostril. That thing just starting to swell a little bit there, Luke. Amana just looks like he's just looking for his opportunity.
Yeah. Walter is just a tick slower than Amana.
Absolutely.
Which gives Amana, with his vision, all the time he needs to do that. Just basically get out of the way. Walter's sort of forced to chase him down, which sometimes can work, but sometimes can't. It's just not the best way to control someone.
Amana hasn't rushed him one time. He's been doing nothing but defense here, and he's stuck him and moved.
And you say, well, who's coming forward? Well, Walter's coming forward, but who's getting outstruck?
Right.
Walter. So this is where you have a difference between aggression and then effective aggression.
Right. And I mean, the rights and lefts from Amana, and I'm sure we'll see him here, but they just kind of stuck him right to left. And you can see the blood right there. You can see the goose egg and the blood if we can get a better shot. But I'm going to tell you, it's a tough thing for his face. There it is, right there, that goose egg on that eye. I mean, it looks like he's been in a car accident.
If this goes to a decision, I'm really going to be curious about the judges, because that's a clear 10-9 for Alvin Amana.
Yeah. And even though Walter was the aggressor.
Yeah, but you don't win on aggression.
Right.
That's not a criteria. Effective aggression is criteria. And if you're walking forward and you can't get someone down and you're getting punched in the face, that ain't effective.
Here he goes, right here. Let's see the aggression right here. He starts to come at him. Boom, watch this, boom.
That was a decent right, left he landed.
Yeah, that was the one that he caught and stung. But
that
there's the rights and lefts.
Then he eats
boom.
2 shots.
And then he just moves, he slides out of the way. He slides out of the way. Sweet, look, run him around. Oh, a good right. And that's what he's doing. He's just kind of baiting him in there. All right, the seconds are out. Sean Spath has them ready to go here in round number 3. Checking the corners, get the cage door closed, and we'll be ready to roll. This is the 3rd and final round here of our co-main event. Brent Walters in the red glove, Alvin Amana in the blue gloves. Oh, he is coming out a little bit different this time.
Look, you can't change what you are. Once the cage door shuts, you walk in there with the skills that you have.
Right.
Walter needs to get the fight to the ground, so I understand not changing his game plan. but it's just a tough space to be in when you're having trouble getting a hold of a guy.
And if you were in the corner from Evolve Academy, you would be telling Brent, let's go. Let's get him on the ground. He's not happy down there.
You just got to jab your way inside. And that's why the jab's so important.
I mean, it didn't look like Amana was uncomfortable on the ground. He looked under control in the first round. He just couldn't do anything about it.
Right. Here's the other part about it. Like, look how Amana's not being forced to exchange. In other words, Walter is walking forward, but he's not getting Amana to open up and commit to space. If you throw a punch, there's now an angle, open space created underneath. But he's not getting the punch. Amana is able to pick his punches whenever he wants. Does that make sense? Like
Absolutely.
If you can get someone to either cover up or duck under one of the strikes that you have forced them to throw, you can do a lot. Now, that was a powerful outside low kick by Walter.
Yeah.
You can tell, man, that kid is very, very physical. He's a phenomenal athlete. It's just that striking may not be the same as his strong suit.
Oh, yeah, he's in shape. He's a strong kid.
And neither guy looks that tired.
Yeah. Like, he just almost like Walter just wants to push him back to where he can get him set up. But every time Amana just moves out of the way, he slides to the right or the left, and nobody's countering. Like, there's no counter for that.
Yeah, he's not meeting him with a punch on the exit.
Couple left, three, just left, and then the right. There we go. That's what Walter needed.
I'll also say, man, Walter's got a hell of a chin because he's getting hit with some hooks. By the way, phenomenal slam, phenomenal move to mount. You can tell, man, once the fight gets to the ground, there's a massive differential.
Absolutely. And you're going to need to explain to me, once a guy like a Walter gets on you, what's the best thing to do to get out of this, especially late into the third round?
Pray. You saw he had the grapevine there. Well, the reason why he was doing that was because when you have the grapevine, you can drive your hips down,
right,
which actually will take the wind out of you. You can feel your stomach contract when someone does that. Now, his knees are on the ground, so that's where the weight is going. So now Amana can breathe. But when your knees are under you, that's what you need for balancing for punches or take the back like that. Perfect. You can tell, man, on the ground, Walter is well schooled.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if he's got this sunk in. I see air just
not quite there, but I will say that the hand fighting skills of Alvin and Amana need some work.
But Alvin got in there and stopped it. Now, I don't know how the judges saw this, but this one might be a tough one, and if you can't get in the tap, I never want to leave it to the cards, never, because we've seen tonight that you just don't know. And there it is, the end of round number 3. What an amazing fight this evening here at Cagezilla. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a great co-main event. Don't anybody go anywhere. Coming up, we'll find out who the winner of this co-main event is. And then right after that, our only title fight this evening. Kevin Schaefer, Luke Thomas will be right back here at Ashburn. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashburn, Virginia here. We'll get the decision for our co-main event from Chris Fuller.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this, the co-main event of the evening, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. Judge A scores the fight 30-27, Judge B 30-27, and Judge C 29-28, all in favor of your winner. In the red corner, Brent Walter!
There you go. Like you said during the break, that one's going to be a tough one to swallow, the 30-27. You don't know what everybody's been seeing. He won the fight 2-1. I give you that, but I don't know if it was that big of a spread.
Yeah, there's no way. The second round is all Amana. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous scorecard.
And Amana, even though he was backing up the entire night, he was throwing rights and lefts and landing them, just like you said. Look right here.
So look at that aggression. That's not effective if you're getting punched and then you're hitting nothing but air.
Yeah, I mean, Walter's definitely the aggressor. And I'm not taking anything from Walter, away from Walter, but Amana just didn't get beat that bad. But I will give him the fight. I do give him the fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The main event is coming up. It is a title fight here in Ashburn, Virginia. Sit back. Here we go. It's Cagezilla.